I'm Brody Myers. This week on Pete's Corner, we're taking a look at the opportunities driven students have here on the OSU campus.
And I'm Maggie Burke. We sent our reporters out to get an inside look at how students are putting their passions to practice outside of the classroom.
One of the ways students can exercise their passion is by visiting the Colvin Center.
Our reporter Michaela Vaughn has more on how the Colvin can help bring students together who are passionate about building a healthy lifestyle.
For some students, the Colvin Recreation Center may be just a place to work out, but for others, the Colvin allows them to put their passion for living a healthy lifestyle into practice. With amenities like a 25-foot climbing wall, 8,000 square feet of free weights, 8 racquetball courts, and so much more, the Colvin is the perfect place for students looking to set a new personal record or just blow off steam after a stressful day of classes. For OSU freshman Avery Scamahorn, the Colvin provides a place of escape from daily stresses of class.
Me working out has always been like kind of an escape, just somewhere I can go to just clear my mind.
Avery takes advantage of the center's free weights.
I don't really do cardio like that. Walking to classes is my cardio.
Working out not only affects the physical health of a person, but can also have positive implications on the mental health of a person.
So yeah, it's definitely helped me, especially just being stressed with college. It just kind of clears your mind, gets you focused.
The Colvin Recreation Center not only offers amenities for those who enjoy to work out alone, but also offers group fitness classes, and many of the machines are set up so you can talk with a friend while you're working out. Group fitness classes like yoga and Zumba are offered for those who prefer to work out in non-traditional ways. OSU sophomore Connor Huffstetter enjoys working out with friends when he's not busy with school and other commitments.
I say going with people keeps me motivated to keep going, and just in general, working out whatnot feels great.
Avery encourages anyone who has a passion for working out or living a healthier lifestyle to utilize the Colvin as much as possible.
It just gives you something to look forward to every day.
For Pete's Corner, I'm Michaela Vaughn.
Thank you for that, Michaela. You know, my shorts have been getting a little tight. I could maybe use a visit to the Colvin myself.
And if you continue going to the Colvin a whole lot, you might be able to have some guns kind of like this one. Here in the plains of Oklahoma, there's not a lot of opportunities for hockey.
But I went and visited with Jacob Thompson. We broke the ice about the Oklahoma State Hockey Club.
Oklahoma is not exactly ripe with hockey. OKC's minor league hockey team ceased operations in 2015, and there's certainly no plan for an NHL team. But students from across the country come to OSU. Some of them have a passion for hockey, but with no real outlet. Until now. Oklahoma State officially has its own ice hockey club. Jacob Thompson had a chance encounter with the VP from the Baylor hockey team, and thus came the idea for OSU hockey.
And he was telling me about how he got started and that the Dallas Stars actually called them wanting to build a rink in Waco. And like a year after they started, right? So that kind of gave me the inspiration. Well, okay, they can get the Stars to call them and they can start it up. I think OSU can have a team because OU has a team and UCO has a team, right? So why doesn't OSU have one?
OK State hockey is no small deal. They've got a schedule with teams from around the region like Texas, Baylor, Texas A&M, and more.
So it'll take our program a few years to be able to build up our skill level, to be able to play them competitively and make it entertaining to watch so it's not like a blowout or anything.
Now, about 60 schools sponsor officially sanctioned NCAA hockey teams. The closest one to Stillwater, however, is at the United States Air Force Academy, located about 600 miles that way.
The Cowboy hockey team has 19 players, and all the expenses add up quickly. Currently, with the team dues and private fundraising, they have raised approximately half of their $20,000 goal for the season. For donations from the general public, they currently have a GoFundMe set up, which has raised almost $8,000. Thompson hopes OSU students with a passion for hockey can involve themselves in the team for years to come.
The ultimate goal, like maybe not in the next few years, maybe in the next 10 years or something like that, is to get a rink in Stillwater. Because UCO has a rink right next to them and OU has a rink right next to them. But each year, I think we're going to be building up with more players, better equipment, more fans, once the word gets out more, higher level of hockey.
For Pete's Corner, I'm Brody Myers.
And you can follow the Oklahoma State hockey team on Twitter at OKState Hockey or visit their website, okstatehockey.com. You know, as for me, I've only ever been to one hockey match in my life. Maybe I'll go to a Cowboy match. Have you ever been ice skating or anything?
I've only been ice skating probably 2 times, and I was aggressively average at best.
That's about 10 times better than I was. Well, for some students, one passion isn't enough. For Kayla, who is a graphic designer on the men's basketball team and is on the polo team at OSU.
Chloe Hatfield has the scoop.
Moving to a new state where you don't know anyone can be extremely intimidating, especially as an 18-year-old. Oklahoma State University student Kayla Bolero didn't let this scary situation stop her from making the most of her college experience. Bolero believes that it's important for college students to be involved with things outside of their major, and joining the polo team was a perfect opportunity for her to get involved.
Polo's become like a really important hobby and just like something that I really enjoy. I love horses. I've always been around them, and it had been actually a hot minute since I had gone to ride before I came to college, so it was another good way to get back into it.
Bolero isn't just a member of the OSU polo team, she's also an athletics graphic design intern and a CM on campus. Being involved with the university outside of the classroom has given the OSU senior opportunities she would never have otherwise.
Having to take care of the horses, communicate with coaches about graphics, and constantly make sure her residents are okay has really prepared Bolero for the future.
Having all these responsibilities teaches great time management skills and shows you how much you can handle. These aren't the only positives Bolero's gotten from being involved on campus.
It's a great way to make new friends. It's a great way to, explore things maybe you've never done before. I'd never played polo before for sure, so it was a new thing that I got to learn.
Mary Elizabeth Cordia is a fellow athletics intern who Bolero would have never met if she never got involved on campus. The two bonded over their love for horses, sports, and incredible dedication and work ethic.
Kayla impresses me every day, and she has so much going on, yet she still makes time for her friends.
Sadly, this past year, Bolero hasn't been able to ride as much as she wanted due to injury. However, this hasn't negatively impacted her look on the sport. Instead of looking at this as a setback, Bolero took this opportunity to appreciate her support system OSU has given her. From Pete's Corner, I'm Chloe Hatfield.
Thank you, Chloe, for that piece on balancing passions.
Stick around. We'll be talking about more students and their passions when we return. This is Pete's Corner.
Where were you born? It's a question asked all the time. Because where you're from shapes who you are, inspires how you do things. And when that inspiration comes from a place this refreshing, this majestic, well, you get the idea. Coors Light, born in the Rockies.
Welcome back. Now we're going to take a look at the sisterhood being built at the Phi Lam sorority.
We sent Abby Forrester to tell us more about this religious sorority and how they are all about building each other up in their faith.
Going to college can be a transformative experience, especially for students seeking to join or grow in their faith. Here at Oklahoma State University, a group of around 100 women joined together in their Christian faith to form a sisterhood called Sigma Phi Lambda.
I wanted to join Phi Lam because I think it's important to invest in a godly community of Christian women and just people that are going to uplift you and just encourage you. And I think that that's been a huge part of my college experience that I've really enjoyed, is being able to have fun times with my sisters.
Phi Lam is a non-Panhellenic Christian sorority founded at the university in 2006. It is one of 44 chapters nationwide. Members participate in weekly chapter meetings, prayer groups, philanthropy events, and community service activities.
Phi Lam provides young women with the environment to build friendships that will last a lifetime. For some members, the motto, Sisters for the Lord, is especially meaningful.
It's been really nice having my sister in there too, because
We aren't in same majors, so we never really see each other anymore. So being in Philam, we get to do events and everything together. It's just been kind of nice because we get to like help each other out, and this is like our bonding time because we don't see each other that much.
Similar to Olivia and Andrea, there are a handful of other members who have older sisters that are now alumni of the OSU chapter. Chapter treasurer Haley Shelton spent the last 2 years in Philam with her older sister.
We were able to just like go to all the events together and ride together, and just it gave us a time to like talk to each other and like just be sisters and communicate with our issues or problems and just like grow our bond together as sisters.
Faith can be a big part of finding your way in college. Getting plugged into organizations such as Philam has allowed its members to create and build upon cherished relationships here at OSU. For Pete's Corner, I'm Abby Forster.
Thank you, Abby.
Here in the Bible Belt, religion is important to a lot of students. Cameron Cox talked to the leader of BCM here at OSU.
Oklahoma State University has plenty of religious organizations for many different students of faith that help them grow in their faith and give them a sense of community. The Wesley Foundation on the Strip offers a Wednesday praise and worship service every Wednesday night. The Islamic Society of Stillwater offers early morning services every Wednesday as early as 6:18 in the morning. And the Baptist Collegiate Ministries, or BCM, not only offers a praise and worship every Thursday evening, but also a Bible study led by different student leaders. One of these students is Alicia C.C. Herrera. Many different religious organizations here in Stillwater, like the BCM, offer many different services here. Alicia Herrera leads a Bible study here every Tuesday night for different students.
I was drawn to BCM coming into college because I knew I needed accountability for my faith, and I wanted to build community and help provide that for other people. I was drawn to Bible studies specifically because I really want people to understand what they're reading when they read, because I feel like a lot of us read our Bibles because we're told we're supposed to and don't really comprehend what's actually being taught. And that was something I was super passionate about and wanted to share.
Fellow student and friend Joel Smart went to a praise and worship service for BCM last year as a freshman, where he met Cece and was given a sense of community thanks to her.
I started going to the BCM last year, and the first time I went to Encounter, I was invited afterwards to Brahms by someone, and that's where I met Cece for the first time, and I got to know her pretty well, and I liked her there. And eventually I started going to Connect, and she was my Connect leader, and she was always very encouraging, and we discussed a lot about the Bible and what the truths that are held in it, and we've had a lot of really good conversations together. And eventually I joined the leadership last semester for BCM, and it's made a great impact in my life. I feel like I've gotten a lot closer to God, and I have felt a calling to continue to be part of something like this for the rest of my life.
Thanks for that, Cameron.
We are now here at the Leadership and Campus Life located at the Student Union.
If you're passionate about anything, football, fitness, religion, you can start a student organization right here.
If you're a student looking to get involved or start a club, head on over to campuslink.okstate.edu to view more than 500 organizations OSU has to offer.
One of the organizations you can find here at LCL is the Transfer Student Organization.
We sent reporter Olivia Rodriguez to tell us more about the passion behind this student-led organization.
Here at Oklahoma State University, nearly 27% of students are transfer students. This includes senior Maria Simon. Maria is from Santa Cruz, Bolivia, and transferred from a university in Ohio. She plays a big role in helping transfer students navigate their first year at a big university. Maria is the president of the Transfer Student Organization.
Hey, my name is Maria Simon, and I'm the president of the Transfer Student Organization. I'm a senior at OSU, and my major is Human Resource Management. I know how hard it is to be at a new school, so I knew that people would need help getting around. I know I didn't have the help, and I would have liked someone to guide me through, so that's why I felt like I had to help others as well.
The Transfer Student Organization is a need-based club led by transfer students just like Maria. The organization was created to help assist transfer students at their first year at OSU, locating resources that they may need that they don't know how to find. The organization is still fairly new to campus. However, it was created as there was a need to help students find their resources when transferring to a bigger university.
The Transfer Student Organization, being led by students, has its strengths. I spoke with Chris Ormsby, the Transfer Student Organization sponsor, and this is what she had to say.
It's a leadership kind of thing. We're building leadership skills in you because you're the ones that are deciding your strategy, deciding your goals, organizing the events. And for transfer students, I think even it's more important.
Colleges often have several resources for transfer students, but they might be hard to find. Maria and the Transfer Student Organization want to help students transition more seamless. When asked what advice Maria had for transfer students, this is what she had to share.
Reach out to us, that we're here for them, and to not be shy. We've been through what you guys been through, and that we know it's hard, so reach out.
For Pete's Corner, I'm Olivia Rodriguez.
College is intimidating, especially for first-year students.
But OSU has a helping hand just for them. The Office of First Year Success guides those first-year students through their transition. Sam Milik got the scoop.
Finding your passion in college can sometimes add a deeper sense of meaning to life. Junior Callie Jackson has done just that up on the 4th floor of the General Academic Building, working for the Office of First Year Success.
I work here in the office. I take the phone calls. We answer any phone calls that come through. We help schedule appointments with our financial planning coaches and our campus connection coaches. And we help check in students whenever they come in for those appointments. And we just kind of make sure that students are doing okay and stay on top of that. My favorite thing about my job is getting to work with the financial planning coaches as well as the campus connection coaches. What I'm most passionate about with First Year Success specifically is working with our first generation students. I am also a first generation student as well, and so it's just really cool to see the opportunities that students get to have that I didn't quite know about when I was a freshman, of getting plugged in and involved, and so getting to do that through this office is a really cool thing.
Well, it's a good thing that Callie likes working with the FYS staff because those feelings are reciprocated. Her supervisor, Dr. Ray Ann Cruz, shares what she loves most about having Callie a part of the team.
I just love Callie. I first met her this summer whenever she was working with New Student Orientation, and she was super open to sharing with freshmen, with our incoming freshman class, and especially with our first generation students. And she just keeps it super positive and engaging as she works with other students.
The university has given me the opportunity to be in leadership roles throughout my time here at OSU. And so through those leadership roles, I've been able to help those students, like what I said earlier, of helping them with their success and whatever they need to make sure that they're on the right track here at Oklahoma State. And so being in those leadership positions just helps me to love on these students and make sure that they're on track.
Callie hopes her passion for helping freshmen will inspire others to do the same. For Pete's Corner, I'm Sam Milik.
Thanks for that, Sam.
After the break, on our next segment, we'll take a closer look at the dedication of Zeta's homecoming director. Welcome back to Pete's Corner. Thank you for sticking around.
This next package is about a student in a sorority who's directing their homecoming festivities, and it takes a lot of passion.
At Oklahoma State University, homecoming is a tradition that the Cowboy family looks forward to every year. This year, even amidst COVID-19, sorority and fraternity members are back in the pumping room, spending a massive amount of time every day rolling tissue paper up and decking floats.
It's kind of like a big competition for all of us because everyone
contributes and participates, so it's kind of fun to see like not only the big deck that you and all your work is put into, but it's kind of cool to see what everyone else did and see what all the work went into.
A lot of planning and dedication goes into creating these floats and making sure they're done on time. Zeta Tau Alpha member Reagan Kaiser told me why she is so passionate about directing homecoming for her sorority.
I had no idea what homecoming was when I came to college, and after my freshman year, I literally fell in love with it, and just watching it grow from literally chicken wire and paper to like the big decks and stuff like blew my mind, and so I always wanted to be a part of it. And so my sophomore year, I got to be an assistant director and loved every second of it. And then junior year, unfortunately, it didn't happen, but now I get to be the head director, and I love it even more every day.
Despite the enthusiasm to be back, there have been many hoops to jump through this year, especially after the cancellation of last year's celebration due to COVID-19. Because of that cancellation, it's not just the freshmen's first time learning how to pomp and weld the decks, but it's the sophomores' first time as well.
It's definitely been a learning curve that we've had to come over in here and outside, just trying to make sure everything's pumped right, and then when it comes to the welding and moving parts outside and stuff like that, guys didn't do it last year, so it's kind of having to reteach everything.
Facing setbacks due to COVID-19 hasn't discouraged these Greek life members one bit as they go forward. The men of Pi Kappa Alpha and the women of Zeta Tau Alpha share a passion for homecoming that has allowed them to persist in the pumping room, even during COVID.
Oklahoma State University is also showcasing its centennial celebration this year. Despite the challenges at hand, sorority and fraternity members are stepping up to the challenge to make sure that America's greatest homecoming is as great as it's ever been.
For Pete's Corner, I'm Jolie Salee.
Thank you for that, Jolie.
Sadly, we're on to our last story of the show, and it is a good one. This one captures the essence of why the university is more than just classes.
School of Media and Strategic Communications students get to take their lab equipment with them. The SMSC equipment room has 4 different types of cameras that students can check out, ranging from DSLRs to high-end video cameras for studio shoots. They also check out microphones and audio recording devices to ensure the highest quality sound possible for those student videos. In fact, this whole video was shot using equipment from the SMSC equipment room, including this Tascam to capture the audio and the DSLR to capture the video. Rachel checks out each piece of equipment individually to students, making sure all the parts are there and in good condition.
Mainly it's important because I don't have thousands of dollars to spend on a camera. So if I can get in here and rent equipment for, whenever I need it, it's super helpful.
The equipment room assists 3 to 10 students a day with their equipment, so passion is an important ingredient in making sure the student workers are ready to start their day.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have today, but we hope you enjoyed all the testimonies of students and their passions here at OSU. I think I'm going to go start like a deep voice club at the LCL.
Have fun with that. Thank you guys for joining us on this episode of Pete's Corner. We'd like to thank our executive producers, Jared Johnson and Jeremy Davis.
Our producers, Morgan White and Caitlin Shedchick.
And our co-producers, Esther Neong and Joseph Dean.
Until then, for Maggie Burke, I'm Brody Myers saying so long.